Sancho might be top 3 in the Prem this season. Center backs?
Slow down.
Center backs for sure. For sure. I think for sure.
Do you know who's top 3 in the Prem this season? Nobody's talking about Botman.
Oh, yeah. He's been very dope. Mo, you called it.
I know ball, bro. Come on. My Daka take is looking smelly, though. I'm not going to lie. That is...
No, man.
Pace, no shots.
You live and you learn. It's all about how many you can get right, not how many you get wrong.
Facts. Shit. My number's up then.
Yeah, I don't think Premier League is his level. Daka. He was only scoring goals at the Conference League, bro.
Nah, bro. Leicester's a bad team.
Part of it's Leicester, bro.
Yeah, man. Leicester stinks.
There's a good roster, though, man. They still have a good team.
No, bro, but they haven't built on anything. They haven't built.
They played well against City yesterday. It wasn't terrible.
City played
look at the balls they sent them.
Their only chances of scoring were Tielemans' wonder goals. We need to have a conversation about that guy.
They're not making any quality chances. This guy had to get a header off from like 16 yards.
Yeah. Vardy looks dead. He looks like an old man.
Is he 37?
He's like me in Sunday League, just always getting mad at everybody.
You know, that guy might be my favorite English player ever.
Yeah?
Word.
That's kind of crazy.
Guar, that's horrendous.
No, but why? You know, that guy, he's an animal. He's an animal. Passion, violence, goals, consistency. He's everything you want from an English man. Come on.
You know what's crazy? I don't even think I have a favorite English player.
Oh.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah, you do.
Saka.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Saka doesn't count.
Apologies.
Saka doesn't count. What about who's What about Charlie Adams?
Not an Arsenal player? No.
If you said yes, I would have called you a fraud.
I was like, what? I can't even think of anyone. I'm still kind of mad with the Liban Rooney take. Not like crazy mad, but I am Rooney over Kane.
I don't mind that.
I was a Rooney guy. I actually rated Rooney. Funny story, I did give Mo a Rooney jersey once upon a time. There might be a Manchester United jersey in Mo's closet.
I still got it.
Disgusting.
Fresh out of Saudi Arabia.
The AIG sponsorship.
AIG sponsor, yeah.
AIG
was it long sleeve or short sleeve, Mo?
Short sleeve. With the black, the sleeve end is a black like cuff fig.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know what uncle I thought I was a United fan when I went to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it was bootleg. We only buy bootleg jerseys. But it actually looked decent though, Mo, right? It looked like the proper
I wore it a few times, man. It's a clean jersey. I'm not about this.
Was it high school?
You can't wear other teams' jerseys. That's corny, bro. If you like a player, wear their stuff.
No, I'm on that too, Mo.
Yeah, I used to be like that, Mo. I can't lie. I have a lot of hidden jerseys that haven't been touched. Unless it's international kids.
It doesn't matter, bro. I'm a fan of the sport. I like these players. Like I'm not. If somebody gave me a Son jersey, I'll wear it.
That's
I like
crazy.
them.
Premier League.
That's crazy.
Wait.
You can't do that. I can't do that.
Wait.
I'll never do that.
Mo, if Mount went to Arsenal and you didn't hate him for that, would you wear his jersey?
And somebody like I wouldn't go out and buy it, but like somebody gave it to me. I'd wear it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll never wear United shirt. The teams I hate, I'll never wear.
I'm not gonna wear like United drip. I'm not gonna go get a United tracksuit or whatever it is. But if somebody gives me a player's jersey, or if I have like a specific player that I'm like, yo, this player is so sick, I'll wear the player's jersey. I'm wearing it for the player. I'm not wearing it for the team.
Nah, you're crazy.
I have a collection of jerseys of players I like. I have Vidal. I have Dybala, Ronaldo. Yeah, I don't have a Sancho. I have two Guendouzi's. Alexis Sanchez, Lacazette.
You need to get a Fred's Guendouzi, fam. Get a Fred's Guendouzi.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm waiting for him to get his real number. That's why I hate international. You don't know whose number is whose.
Wait, so can you name all the Arsenal player ones you got?
It's a very short number.
Well, no, I just want to run them back. You said Lacazette,
Guendouzi, Alexis Sanchez. I think I have two Alexis Sanchez ones.
No,
okay.
No, Ozil. I don't have a Aubameyang. I think that might be it.
Believe me.
I think I have a blank one too. And I was gonna buy one when I went to Arsenal, the Arsenal store, but they sold out of the one I wanted. I was gonna get an Odegaard.
I think it's better. I think it's better you don't get these Arsenal jerseys, and I'll tell you why, man. 3 for 3, they ended their career terribly at Arsenal, bro. I don't know if you want to.
you just get an Odegaard. You just don't put names. With Arsenal, shaky, man, because we always lose our best players. I don't
names
put
is
names.
Personality. In the great words of Liban, getting names on your jersey is personality. Like if I just get a basic jersey, I just like a regular fan. I'm not a regular fan.
True.
Oh, man.
Thing is, yeah, I've been disappointed. I have quite a couple Lacazette jerseys that are very well hidden.
I have a Lacazette one, the yellow banana one.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I don't even know who I want to get now. Like, can I get a Partey jersey? Is that okay?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Would I get in trouble? I really want one.
No, Arf.
I wouldn't care, honestly, but I wouldn't do it if I was you.
Damn it. Would I get in trouble? Is that bad for the brand? I don't know.
It's bad for your marriage life, bro.
Yeah. All right, Big Fish, take it from here.
Ladies and gentlemen, all across the world, welcome to 11 on 11 Tuesdays. I just want to give a big shout out to the big three up top. ARF, aka two-leg tackle, aka Brexit football.
This is Tiki Taka football, Guardiola football.
Next, Ace, talent ID, yeah?
He was never that good. He was never that guy. I'll be honest with you.
Next up, our big man up top, Mo Salah.
Wallahi, I got time today, brother. I got time today.
Every Tuesdays.
So I was actually talking to Anton recently, and he brought up, well, first of all, I just gotta throw it out. This guy always messaged me randomly whenever a Ronaldo stinker, because he's having a good year, you know, with the whole Ronaldo situation. And
Oh, he's a Ronaldo hater.
Oh, he's a full-time Ronaldo hater. I get multiple messages from this guy. Anytime there's a stinker, he's like, oh, yeah, that's your goal, right?
I thought I liked
yeah,
him.
I feel like that's not a fair representation. It's more so he's a giant Messi fan. You're a giant Ronaldo fan. And
No. He's a giant Ronaldo hater. You don't see the messages, bro. He is a big hater. Anyways, he brought up this question that he told me I think he should bring it up on the pod, but he had a hot take. His hot take was, if Messi wins the World Cup, there is no more discussion about the GOAT. It's done.
I mean,
I would lean to agree, because I think the big thing separating them is I don't even know what the big thing separating them anymore. I think for me it's clutch performances, but winning a World Cup is just the final stamp. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to word this, but I think, if you win the World Cup and you're a top 2 player, then you become a top 1. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it, honestly.
We don't have the energy for French players. Some people didn't have that energy for Zidane. We had that whole conversation before.
He's not the best player ever.
I'm not saying he's the best player ever, but people discredit like previous World Cup wins because it's like every 4 years. You know, that's what people.
No, but that's so corny, bro.
World Cup.
I'm not with it. Trust me, I'm not with it. Like, I partially agree, because this race is so close between Messi and Ronaldo, and the only thing differentiating between them two is definitely a World Cup. You know, the biggest argument we had for Messi in the past was not having an international achievement. You know, and I don't know if you guys count Copa America. I mean,
I count it, but I don't weight the same as other.
They only really face Brazil. Let's be honest.
Don't do that. Ace was big enough for winning the Copa. All of a sudden,
that was not the same Chile.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It was a dead Copa America, for being honest. But compared to that Euros,
you're hating.
Honestly, Mo, come on. Okay, so do you think the Copa America and Europa is the same level? I mean,
no, but your argument is your argument was he didn't have an international trophy. He can only win what he can win. He can't play in Europe. He won the Copa. What do you want from him? And he was undoubtedly the best player in that Copa tournament.
No, but you have to compare the levels, though. Like the level of competition. You can't compare winning Uber Eats to winning the Premier League.
Don't do that. I mean, he's not winning the Premier League.
It is true, though, man. Come on. It's not even
saying factually statements. The way you're using them is a bit sneaky. But
he's arguing, Ronaldo, look at Ronaldo. He's doing all these difficult things and not succeeding. But Messi, succeeding in shit. Like, bro, come on.
It's facts, though. It's facts, bro. Come on.
You sound like a hater. Wallahi, you sound like a hater, bro.
It's not hating. It's just facts, bro. You're winning at Uber Eats compared to winning in the Premier League. What are you prioritizing?
What is Ronaldo winning in the Premier League?
He's one. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I'm comparing Copa America to Uber Eats, where winning a Euros is winning like the Premier League. It's a big deal.
He won a Euros that he wasn't even in the final. He got injured.
The Copa America is like every 2 years.
He wasn't even in the final, bro.
No, argue. This is why I don't like to argue the details, because the details can go on forever.
That's what I'm saying. It was corny. He won the Copa. That's it.
He won the Copa. He won the Copa, but it's still not as big of a trophy as Euros. But that's not like it's his fault. I'm not gonna punish him for that, even though it did take him a long time. But
I was
think
hoping
whoever
you would
wins
talk
the World
shit.
No.
I was hoping for you to back me up here, Ace. God damn. Oh,
If you win the World Cup, you're the GOAT. Whoever, if either of these two, one of them wins the World Cup, they're the GOAT. I think it's undisputed.
I agree only because it's close.
I think
Only because it's close.
I think it is close, and I have Ronaldo over Messi. But if Messi wins, he edges it, and vice versa. Ronaldo is super clear then if he wins the World Cup. I don't care if he played one game.
Okay, I'm glad
you brought that up, Ace. I'm glad you brought that. I brought that up.
That's
I do
mad.
not care.
You can't not play in the tournament, just be on the bench and then win and say, "Oh, you're the best."
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm exaggerating.
But no, let me ask you more because obviously you're a Messi guy.
Or semis and you get injured and you miss the final or semi.
You miss one game. You miss one game.
One or two games, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're the majority of the tournament, you're not there, bro. That's like you didn't do anything.
Yeah. People still fault Ronaldo for being injured in the finals, even though he played through it and attempted to play through it.
And he coached through
it. That's true. But no, Mo, last question related to this. Vice versa. Ronaldo wins the World Cup. There's no more discussion?
If he won the World Cup and he was an integral part of the team, 100%, yeah, the GOAT, fine.
Why is there an asterisk?
It's not. It's the same thing for Messi. I'm not gonna if Messi's not playing the Argentina team.
Integral part of the team part.
Yeah,
is the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, you have.
Because he's going to be an integral part.
You can't not be playing, and then people consider you the GOAT. Like no.
All right. We have this on record now.
You said integral part of the team.
Yeah, that means that you're starting 11. You're in the starting 11 consistently.
Oh yeah. Okay. We have this on record now. That's it.
You can't be being subbed on 30th minute 2 games and that's it. Like, bro, no. Like.
Okay, I just wanted this on record so we come back to this in the future. No, it's gonna come back.
Parts of their team, if we're being honest, they'll both be playing starting 11 regardless. But I just mean in general.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's get into it, man. There's so much to talk about. First, let's start with Liverpool. Liverpool once again losing against. Why am I forgetting now?
Leeds.
Leeds. There you go. I'm half awake right now. Sorry about that. Anyways. Crazy win by Leeds. Liverpool still in the mud. What the hell is going on, boys?
Bro, their team is just like there's no like thought process for their defense. Nobody thinks. Everyone's just reacting. There's no proactive adjustments, movement, positioning. It's all reactive. But look at both goals. Look at both goals. Yeah. Van Dijk literally reacts after the ball has been played.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I agree. Like there's lack of intensity and there's lack of what's the word? Like it's kind of like you don't care, the way you defend. Yeah. It's just like it's whatever. I'm okay to concede a goal. It's okay. Like I don't have to be in that position. I don't have to be ready for that because I'm okay to accept like a bad defending, And it's kind of become a thing now. Like it's become consistently a thing this season. And I don't know if this Klopp's curse is a thing. Like, what are they now? 9th? Going into November? What are they? 13 points from 14 points from Arsenal on the top of the table? But anyway, just got to bring that up. But even, what is it? I'm looking at the table now. 8 points from 4th. In November, Liverpool, the same team that almost won a quadruple last season. Champions League final, FA Cup final, Carabao Cup final. It just won the Community Shield this season against Man City. Like this, I'm so lost. I don't get it. I don't get this team right now. And I generally don't think they can turn it around either. Like it just feels consistently bad performances over and over.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think, and this is Van Dijk specific, he has been taking it off because he doesn't want to get injured for the World Cup?
Bro, it's crazy you bring that up because no, Mo. I've actually been thinking about that, watching a couple players this season. I've been seeing a lot of that from a couple players. Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll tell you that. That's my guy. Listen. I'm a Ronaldo guy. I've been seeing a lot of things from him with a lack of intensity, and there's times he should have scored goals.
He hasn't played.
Where he should be aggressive in certain places up front, where he's just like, I'm gonna sit back. It's one of those when you're about to you're 1-on-1 and you can go hit that shot. He's like, I don't want to risk it. I just see it. I see that from him. A couple other players, I can't bring it up right now. I can't think off the top of my head, but I've been seeing a bit of it. I'm not gonna lie.
There's definitely a few players, and I'm leaning towards Van Dijk. One of them. I'm leaning towards Van Dijk is really, really trying to make sure he doesn't get injured. There's a lot of it's just lazy, or maybe he's checked out. Maybe he's just waiting till November 20th, November 21st. I think they're playing, or 22nd. To he's just waiting for that first World Cup game because he's not proactive at all in his defending. Everything's reactive. There's no fight in him. There's no energy. He's letting people run past him. Like it just looks like he's not committed.
But you don't think the schedule plays a part in that? Because to be fair, compared to Ronaldo and Van Dijk, like I do agree, like Van Dijk is not as aggressive. That's the obvious. But like his schedule is kind of crazy because he plays every game. They're short on defenders and they're playing big games in the weekdays, like in Champions League fixtures. And then they got big games in the league games. And he's playing 90 minutes for both, you know? I think that's one thing.
I don't
one
think
main reason
him.
for it.
I don't think it's just him. You look at their back line. They're starting 4 consistently in the back as Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Robertson is just getting
Robertson.
back. You look at the 4 of them. Trent and Van Dijk clearly look like they don't care. Gomez is trying, but the guy, I don't know. The IQ's not there. And then Robertson's still trying. He was working hard.
Robertson was, at least game, he was quite shocking, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, offensively incidents. But what I'm saying, at least you look at Robertson, you look at Gomez, they're trying. They're not. I don't think they're fully match fit, or not fit. Like IQ wise, they're not fully match fit. But Van Dijk and Trent just look like they're not trying.
Yeah, but I think there's a broader point about they don't look like a team the way they used to. They look like a bunch of individuals. Like for example, Darwin Núñez, he came in and he's trying his hardest. He's doing all the running. He's missing a lot of chances. Like I don't see the support for him like he should get. Like, you know, I'll see Firmino like roll his eyes when he misses the ball, and I hear it. You want to win your games, you're competitive, but I don't see the team spirit that I used to see, and I think that's a big part of it, and that comes when you're playing bad, and you know, everybody's under pressure. It's a high intense situation. You know, everybody's touch that used to be a lot quicker to release the ball, it's taking longer. So it's like a lot of problems that just cascade on top of each other, and I don't know if they can get out of this season. I don't know.
Yeah, and again, it's November and they still haven't figured it out. Like if you continue, well, they're kind of lucky. There's a World Cup soon, you know, because they'll get Klopp will get a nice break to reevaluate things, maybe make some signings in the winter. But
wait. Before that, I know you said Klopp will get time to reevaluate things, but Tuchel's waiting.
Damn,
Tuchel is waiting.
I don't think it's going to Liverpool.
I don't know.
Hey, that's not
if
bad. I didn't even think of that.
Stock prices drop, you never know.
Hey, there's also Steven Gerrard available now too.
Don't ever say that.
Honestly, though, I feel like they might do that.
Tuchel is perfect for this team. Perfect. Trent as a wingback. Salah as a forward with less defending.
Do they have the defenders though? Because they're gonna have to spend then. I don't think they have depth there. Konate, Van Dijk, Gomez.
You play Milner, right? RCP.
He doesn't have the depth because all those defenders are always injured.
Can do 4. He did 4 in mine.
No, he can't.
No, but I think a 3 with this team would be crazy.
He can.
3 with this team would be crazy. That way you don't have to worry about playing 3 bad midfielders. You'll play your 2 best ones. Thiago and Fabinho. A 3 would be great for this team. I think Tuchel fits.
And then Robertson and Trent on the wing backs.
Trent as a wing back, Robbo as a wing back. Or you can even play Robbo and Tsimikas as LCB and LWB and then just have them interchange.
No. LCB is Van Dijk. RCB's Gomez. Center is Matip.
There's Konate, man.
I forgot Konate's on the team.
Yeah. Konate would fit perfectly under a club.
Right
system.
And this team, he might turn into Hazard. I'm not even joking. You have all these young guys. Harvey Elliott. He could play the what's it called? He could play wing back. He could also play. He could try wing back, but he could play as one of the forwards. Yeah. I think it would help a lot. I don't know if this is playing to Mo Salah's strengths, but I think
definitely does it. It definitely does it. I don't think it plays to his strength, but they do have strikers that might work with. But speaking about strikers, Darwin Núñez. Are you guys convinced? Yes or no? Because Liban spoke about it. He likes him. Personally, I see a lot more flaws, more bad than good. I'm not like he's missing easy chances, for being honest. Like the other miss of the week before, missed that open chance. Today,
that one pissed me off. That one pissed me off because I know that feeling. For me,
100 million sign, you don't miss those.
In on goal. You played a cross goal. The guy hits the post.
Yeah,
he has to buy me dinner. Yes. Facts.
I'm not convinced right now. I'm not with the Darwin hype right now. It's really bad, and he's really got to show up. But and I feel like Salah is really struggling because of Darwin Núñez's finishing. Because
No,
Salah
don't do that.
Salah has been looking to set up Darwin Núñez a couple of times. Salah's been playing very unselfish, not like him. Maybe he's just doing that because he knows the team's performances. Because before it was okay to be selfish, for his standards. But right now, like he's setting up Darwin Núñez for these chances, and he's missing them. And he I could see Salah throwing his arms, like pissed off, and so I don't know. And another thing also I do want to bring up with Liverpool, like, and I was talking about it with you guys before we started recording. You guys remember that year when they made it to Champions League final, when Salah had that crazy year, when Ramos injured Salah at the final.
Pulled out his socket.
Do you guys remember what happened in the league that year? Remember before the Van Dijk signing, and even during the Van Dijk signing, when they were conceding so many goals?
They had Van Dijk then when they went to the thing?
They signed him at winter, I remember. And that's when they went on the crazy playoff Champions League run.
Okay.
But I remember defending, if you guys recall, they were poor. Like they were conceding 3+ goals every game. And I remember their XG against was like insane then. But what I'm thinking right now, like this is literally the same side that year. Just the only difference is they're not matching it with goals. Because they're conceding a lot of goals. Before they were also conceding a lot of goals, but they were matching it with the same amount of goals or maybe more. But right now, the goal scoring isn't there. And that's why I bring up Darwin Núñez.
Honestly, I like him. But I don't think he's a quality player. Because the thing is, I think I said this before, I'd rather have a striker who scores the goals that I need him to score rather than the guy who scores the worldie once in a while or just scores the random chance that you don't think he has a chance to, Like, for example, Núñez, he had that left foot volley that hit the post. And I said, that would have been the craziest goal.
Yeah.
But the easy tap-ins, everything like that, getting in the right position, he's not doing that.
Yeah.
So, that says something about his consistency and where he needs to work on his game. But if it's not there, then what do we do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What does the team do? But honestly, I think we're giving too much credit to Liverpool. Let's talk about Leeds. Because they are a great team.
Yeah.
I love Leeds.
Energetic.
I actually love Leeds.
The pressing is insane. Yeah.
Jesse Marsh, shout out to him, man. He's done an amazing job. This team was getting relegated. Bielsa left. It was in turmoil. He came there with his American accent. Some of the pundits were kind of like making jokes about it. And then now he saved them from relegation. And the position that they're in, they're beating Liverpool. They almost beat us. They should have beat us. They absolutely destroyed Arsenal.
100%.
And they're giving a good account of themselves. And even pretty much every game throughout the season, they've fought in. They haven't really sat down and taken a beating. They've played their hearts out. They have a bunch of young, great players like Somerville. Like I've seen him here and there, but like he came to the team and he's showing his qualities. Brendan Aronson, a couple of the old guys are still there.
Tyler Adams,
Rodrigo in a new role because that guy used to be striker, then a cam. Now he's playing on the wing. So it's good to see all these young players just showing their worth.
Also, shout out Meslier, bro. I think he was man of the match. That man made so many saves for them.
Yeah, no, Meslier held it down. I ain't gonna lie, I think that was his best performance ever. And performances like that might get you in the French squad, especially with the lack of keepers right now. So shout out to him.
France. I think he's got to go to France. The guy's
Does he have an international cap?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure Areola has always been the third choice before. It was obviously Mike Magnon's injured right now. Lloris is fit, but I do think he has a couple injury issues. You never know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no French caps, but he's still young. There's gonna probably be there in the future. But he likes Areola. I don't know. Maybe it's a squad thing, but yeah. Shout out to Leeds, man. All right, boys, we got a lot to get into, but we need to talk Chelsea right now. Chelsea, interesting weekend. 4-1 loss to Brighton. What's going on, Mo? Wagwan.
General Cosmo?
It's this back five with wingers as wingbacks needs to stop. That's basically it. It needs to stop.
Yes.
It's the last game, obviously, three goals right away, pretty much. Like it was the first half, 3 goals was crazy. And then went to a back four and we looked more into the game. We scored, and then all of a sudden, we just for like the last 20 something minutes, it looked like we didn't care. It was bad. The game before that in the Champions League when we're facing RB Salzburg, we did the same thing. We had wingers playing wing backs, and the game was a lot closer than I think it should have been. We had a lot of chances. We couldn't maintain possession of the ball. Like Then even the game before that, I think we tried it with, but it was Chilwell on the left wing back, and then whatever we had a right wing back attacking player on the right wing back position, and he switched it up again to go back four, and then we looked better with the back four. So I don't know why we're just not doing a back four.
Yeah.
Even this last game, even Leicester came and played right back after the first half, like when the second half started, we looked so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want and it makes no sense too because we don't have the center backs for it. We're playing Cucurella at left center back. Yes, he can fill in there. He can do a job, but like he was getting rinsed the whole game, right? Our other fit center backs are Thiago and Chalobah, and that's it. We don't have any other fit center backs. So why are we playing 3 at the back? Why not just do 4 at the back and then use Cho on the left back, Aspie on the right back, or if Aspie's not 100%, you want to rest him, put Loftus-Cheek. I don't mind. I'd rather see that week in, week out because we look like we can maintain the ball better. Also, Jorginho was a huge miss. Bro, we had no midfield control. We're getting run the whole midfield. Jorginho, like these are the games that like people don't talk about Jorginho, but these type of games, you see why you need him.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what kind of stuck out to me? I know you guys had so many offensive players on the pitch, but I don't know if that's why all these players were making very basic errors like Kovacic. He usually doesn't do this, but he made some bad errors. Thiago Silva twice. And I'm not going to fault either of them for it because that's not indicative of who they are. They're not error-prone players. So why is this happening?
I'll tell you
what's
why.
going on in training and what's going on the pitch.
You look at the game, right? So Thiago, for example, he made some just bad reads on some passes. Jorginho's there to help him. He's there to open up space. He's there to drag players, give him an option. There's no like Kovacic was playing CDM, and that's not him. That's not where he best operates.
That's not him at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's not what he does in the midfield. Right? You saw in the second half when he was able to run with the ball, he was making great runs, running through players, getting into the final third. That's what he does really well. Carrying the ball forward, right? Jorginho needs to be there for games like this where you need somebody to pick up the ball from our defense and transition into offense. That's why he's there. He keeps the ball moving. But without him, Thiago doesn't have anybody to pass to. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is somewhere, I don't know. Kovacic is somewhere else, I don't know. They're both not there to receive the ball. So he goes, let me just kind of hoof it there. It didn't work out. You know what I mean? That's ultimately, I think Jorginho is a big miss. And this 2 wingbacks that are attackers, stop. It needs to stop.
Yeah, like where did this come from? Because I didn't expect this from Potter. He played a 4 at the back his entire career with Brighton, and all of a sudden, he's started with Chelsea with the 4 at the back.
He's done 5 at the back with Brighton. He's put Trossard
but it's not. It wasn't a consistent thing. It might have done a few times, but it clearly didn't work out for them. It was working this year for them in the beginning of the season. He played 4 at the back. He played 4-2-3-1. This season, he started off with Chelsea 4-3-3. Worked out. You guys didn't lose a game till now. Why change it up? I know you guys played a Champions League fixture with the same formation with Sterling and Pulisic at wingbacks, but like, what is it with Chelsea managers, recent Chelsea managers, and this 3 at the back? Like, is this like something we don't know? Are these guys like not, or their IQ is not good enough to play at a 4 at the back, or is something we missing?
Because I know that in the youth system they do 3 at the back, right? And it's been like that since Conte, pretty much. Yeah. They've been doing 3 at the back since Conte. But that would make sense why the board, if the board decided, we're moving forward, this is the way that we want to play with 3 at the back, that's how we train the youth, and that's an easy way for them to transition in. Sure. Yeah. It's a new board now, though. So I don't know why that's what's being done again.
But you're not playing your players to their best strengths. And like, I don't know if you guys noticed, Sterling, during that game, you can see it in his face. He was pissed off. Similar to how Salah was pissed off with those Darwin Núñez chances. Sterling was pissed off. You could see it in his face. Like, he did not want to be there.
He pissed at himself. He had a terrible... This guy tried to take on 2v1.
No, 100%.
100% playing.
But he's playing wing back. He shouldn't be playing wing back. That's never has been his position. This guy's been one of the best attacking players in the Premier League for the last 6-7 years. How are you playing?
He's the highest scoring winger.
How do you play a talent like that at wing back?
I'm not disagreeing with you, but if he's mad about this game, he should be disappointed in himself because every time he received the ball in the final third, he tried to take players on 2v1.
That's his thing, though. That's his game. You're not playing your players to his best strength if you're playing him at wing back. His game is to take players up front, play up front. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. And I do think even with the wing backs, that was the main reason y'all lost, because you guys were heavily exposed in the back 3, because every time Sterling and Pulisic got the ball, there was no cover. You know, they were up front, they're not coming back. They don't know how to play defense. So I don't know. It's weird. And honestly, another thing I was from watching the game, and honestly, recent games of Chelsea, Cucurella, left center back, I think it's a howler. If I'm being honest, I'm not a fan of it.
It's not the greatest. It's not his position.
But I'm confused. Are you guys in an injury crisis? Would you call it that?
I don't call it an injury crisis, but a lot of our defenders are injured.
Yeah, and key midfielder. Okay, I would kind of call it an injury crisis, but I like tactical flexibility. You know,
That's
I like
a poor excuse.
I like
though.
managers.
Like,
No, I like managers trying things out
Yeah,
and learning from them. I don't have a problem with that. You can't do that at Chelsea. Chelsea is probably the worst club in the Premier League to do that at.
That's true. That's
here's
very
the
true.
The worst club in the Premier
The one
League to
thing-
try something new out.
the
You
one
have
thing
to
I'll
come
give
You don't get
Potter
time.
credit for, the one
Form.
thing I'll give Potter credit for is throughout the beginning, like these first few games, he was quick to make changes. First half, sub players out, no problem. He was quick to make changes. I'm not mad at him for that. But this three at the back with the wingers, we've seen it multiple times already. It's not working.
It's not it. Yeah.
That's the only thing.
100%.
I understand you could try something out. It doesn't work. You make adjustments. I'm okay with that. But this specific thing that he was doing is 3 games now in a row. It's not working.
Okay. One more thing I want to bring up with Chelsea. Armando Broja, if I said his name correctly.
Mhm.
What's up with that? Like, does he not rate him because Aubameyang was rested this game and Broja
Aubameyang just
didn't
sucks.
find playing time?
Mo,
No.
say it loud and clear.
No, he doesn't.
Mo,
No, he
say it.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Mo,
No. He's
no.
been Chelsea's
Me
best
and Mo
attacker.
are talking.
Mo, you know this
Me and
season
Mo
he's been your best
Oh, yeah.
attacker. Y'all
No, he
diss it.
hasn't.
Y'all are lacking goals when he's not playing.
RF, he had
Y'all are lacking goals when he's
2
on.
good games. He had 2 good games where he sold me. I went, this guy is sick. And then the next after that, howlers, bro. 3 games. in a
You
row.
guys, you guys have eyes on him. That's the reason. You don't have that eyes for Mason Mount for the first 10 games of the league. You don't have that eyes for Kai Havertz. You don't have that eyes for Sterling, who hasn't scored in maybe 2 months now.
Yo,
When Aubameyang, who just joined in,
Hold on.
doesn't score for 2 games. Because he's been scoring all the other games. He's a terrible player.
You mentioned 2 young guys in comparison to Aubameyang, who's a veteran, who's supposed to come in there and do his job.
I mentioned Sterling as well.
He's 32 years old. He's supposed to be
Sterling
your
was doing his job at the
veteran.
beginning of the season, and now he's playing wing back. So like it's not a matter of Sterling. Sterling was doing his job at the beginning. He scored what?
Yeah, but Aubameyang is actually doing his job. He had 2 games.
4
This
goal
game he was
contributions in
rested.
3 games at the beginning of the
Arif, what's
season.
his job? Arif, what's his job?
Scoring goals. He's scoring goals.
He scored 2.
He's scoring goals. Name me any other striker. Havertz, yeah, whatever. He scored the header.
What? He scored
But-
2?
No, I'm pretty sure it was more than that, Mo.
How
Had
did
a
he
couple
score?
goal contributions for y'all. And let me pull it up.
Listen,
I'm telling you,
while Arf's doing that, Mo, let's just take a look at your signings as our brother, the Polish comrade, the legend Damien likes to always mention. So you have Fofana, who tore his ACL, so can't do anything about that. You have Sterling, who started playing very well and then fell off a cliff. You have Aubameyang, who started playing very well, fell off a cliff. Cucurella
Fell
being
off.
played out of position. You have not a signing, but a player who came to the team, Gallagher, not playing well.
Gallagher's barely got a
Yeah.
chance. One of the games he came in and he
No,
was
he's
sick.
been playing.
No,
He's
I'm
been
saying
playing.
he barely got a chance since that one game. He literally
Yeah, against
started
Crystal Palace.
15 minutes. No, there was one game he started 15 minutes. He was sick. He came off.
Okay, but he hasn't. I don't want to include him in this, but it doesn't seem like the new players that have joined the team are playing all that well.
I mean, here's the thing.
Is that correct to say?
No, let's run through it again. Fofana injured. Koulibaly is injured right now. Cucurella out of position in my opinion, but fair enough. He's played LCB before. Maybe he should do better. Aubameyang, I looked it up. Arf, 3 goals, 2 in the Champions League, 1 in the Premier League, and he's played 11 games. He's played 11 games.
That's terrible.
Your team.
Bro, he's played 11 games.
terrible.
That's terrible. He's
That's
only been
terrible.
brought for striker.
Yeah, but he's
But lots
come
of
off the
scorers.
bench how many times in those 11 games? Like he was first.
Stop it, Arf.
He
Stop
really
it,
didn't even
Arf.
start. All the games he played 90
Chances.
minutes, he scored a
gets his
goal.
chances.
He didn't
Anyways,
play
started
any
off
90
good.
minutes. He didn't play any 9 minutes, and he came off the bench
the
2
games he
times.
started.
He came off the
Anyways.
bench 2 times.
Aubameyang's on a
You,
player
you
who
guys
only
answered,
plays 90 minutes.
but the reason I brought up the Aubameyang is because Roja, he didn't play against Brighton whatsoever.
Yeah, Havertz did. And
came-
Havertz scored.
Came off the bench. Yeah, but like, are you preferring Havertz over Broja? Like, are you okay without playing with a 9? Because
I think Havertz
not-
is a 10, so I'd rather have both of them play.
but then play Mason Mount as well. Like, there's
Play
the
Mason-
very lack
Bro,
of balance in this team.
Look at run if you have time. Go watch the second half where
I know he drops.
Broja
it deep, he
comes
plays
in.
like,
Broja comes in. Mount and Havertz are playing midfield, and we look so controlled. I liked it. Havertz was coming in deep, receiving the ball, recycling if he needed to. Like it looked really good with Mount and Havertz in midfield.
Mhm.
So I prefer that personally. But
yeah. I don't know. I just see a lot of imbalance in this team. There's Gallagher, Mount, and Havertz playing together. I don't think that meshes well. Pulisic, Sterling, wingback, Howler.
I mean,
Loftus-Cheek as well. Loftus-Cheek, in my opinion, was always a 10. I never seen him as like a holding mid or CM. Like I don't really rate him as a 8. And I understand why Tuchel played him at wingback most of last season. You know, I don't know. I do think he makes a lot of bad decisions in the middle. So I don't know. I just see a very bad balance on this team right now. And then you guys want to make more signings, probably similar profiles. It's gonna have the same problem next year. So I don't know, but it's just
and the players you guys want to sign are players who play multiple positions, which is another problem in and of itself, because nobody's really stamped out their positions on this team, especially with the changing formation. So if you want to sign more multi-purpose players, what do you do with a bunch of jack of all trades, you know? But that's for another day. Let's move on.
Let's move on to Barcelona. Barcelona are officially back in the Europa League once again. After making, 150 million signings? Did they sign, 9 players in the window or something like that? 6 or 9? I lost track.
First team, I think. 7 first team.
Yeah, 7 first team. That's crazy. And back in the Europa League. Nothing new there. What's going on?
Great to hear. Xavi, he was doing some good things when the pressure wasn't there. The pressure came and he kind of crumbled. And I don't want to put the blame fully on him because of the huge injury crisis in the defense, but it's not looking too good for them right now.
No. I'm not going to back him with this this injury crisis at the back. Koundé came back. I know Araujo was not there, but he chose to bring in Eric Garcia. He chose to bring in Hector Bellerin, who, guys,
Marcus Alonso.
No, we need to talk about Bellerin. Man, what a performance. MashaAllah, bro. That brought back memories.
You're a hater.
Nah, that brought back memories. That brought back memories. What we went through, Barcelona, you have to deal with it now. Bro, come on, man.
No, he's so bad. But I've been saying he was terrible.
That was the obvious. How do these guys finessing these moves to Barcelona?
No, it was a 1 year.
It's a 1 year? Okay, good on you, Barcelona. Still that 1 year howler. But Eric Garcia, I don't know how he finesses every year. He finessed Man City. He finessed Barcelona twice. I don't know. It's crazy. There's something going on there. Maybe he's like Pep's nephew or something. But anyways, let's get back to the game. Sorry. But yeah, what's going on?
I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be.
Europa League?
Bro, look,
it's not as bad as
they weren't making first, right? Like Bayern.
What? Whoa.
They just took their best player
in their group.
Yeah,
they weren't supposed to make first.
They took their best player. They took Bayern's best player.
Bro,
their best player maybe in club history.
That best player still performed really well. The point I'm making is
no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did, bro.
In the Champions League?
Yeah, he did. How many goals did he score from them already in the Champions League?
He didn't score a single goal. Well, he scored in the first game against Inter at the end, but everything else, all the other big games, he wasn't really.
What are you talking about?
The two Bayern games.
Bro, he scored 5 goals in the group.
He did?
Yeah.
Listen, he did score goals. How many of them were important? 2.
Okay, fine. Regardless,
that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
Are we counting the ones against Vitoria, whatever their name is?
Yes, he still scored 5 in the group. But the point is this. Okay, you look at the Barca team. Being honest, they were never going to win first in the group. Let's be honest here. You weren't looking at them to beat Bayern. You were looking at them to compete with Inter and beat Inter.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I thought.
Okay. We'll go with that logic for now. We'll go with that logic for now.
They stank the bed in the first leg. That was their problem. They had a resilient effort in the second leg, and they almost came back. They almost won the game. And if they had won the game, they could potentially right now be in the Champions League knockout stages, right? But that group arguably is one of the harder groups in like all the groups. So I'm not upset that they're making Europa. It just looks terrible because of all the signings they've made.
Wait, hold up. I have a question. On paper, do they have a better team than Bayern? On paper.
No.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Yes.
On paper, they don't have a better team?
No, they don't.
It's not comparable?
Ousmane Dembele, Mo? You guys are telling me he's arguably better talent than Mbappe?
No. What Ace said was...
You guys said that. You guys said that on the pod. Y'all said that.
2017 or whatever.
I said
he thought that year that Mbappe was in Monaco and they won the league, he thought that Dembele was going to be the better player. That's a very different statement to, I think Dembele currently is better than Mbappe. That's not what he said.
Last week during the Q&A, Adam asked, who are the top 5 on-form players? You guys told me, both of you, Ousmane Dembele.
He's on form.
Yeah, fact.
That doesn't mean he's better than Mbappe.
No Bayern players are mentioned.
Bro,
I'm not talking about Mbappe. I'm not talking about Mbappe. I'm just saying I'm comparing to Bayern. Y'all mentioned him.
One on-form player means that the whole team. One on-form player means that
there's a lot more.
Bayern isn't better than them on paper.
They took their best player. Once upon a time, people even said Ter Stegen is arguably just as good as Neuer, which is obviously not. Who else? Kessie, who you're a guy of.
Okay, you want
Pedri.
okay. You want to do this? We'll compare player by player. Neuer or Ter Stegen?
Neuer for sure. Huh?
Joking. Neuer.
Neuer, Kimmich, or who's starting for them at right back now? Araujo or Sergio Roberto? I guess starts for them at right back.
Kunde.
You guys are taking what I said literally. I'm saying it's comparable teams. It's not night and day.
The Bayern 11 is better than the Barca 11. Period.
No, but Mo is saying it's far off. They shouldn't been comparable. It's like really far off.
Bro, you look
at have guys like Ferran Torres just sitting on the bench, 60 mil. Sitting on the bench.
So what?
Kessie on the bench.
So what?
Frank Kessie.
Bro, they have Bayern has Narby. You want to do that? Bayern has Narby. Bayern has Narby, Sane, Coleman, and Mane, who they just brought in.
First of all, who's
Narby? Whatever. I said what I said.
What kind of disrespect?
I said what I said.
But don't disrespect Arsenal legend.
They have one of those four wingers. So I guess Mane's playing more false nine now, but they have one of them coming off the bench, better than Torres, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So what's the point of mentioning Torres?
Mo,
it's
we
not
understand.
Far off, is all I'm saying.
Mo, we understand what you're saying. You don't have to go player by player. I'm saying that it's comparable teams.
In what sense? Bayern. You could look at Bayern, look at Barca. If they're playing, who do you think? If you're gonna play Bayern versus Barca, who's your bet to win?
I said on paper.
Who's your bet to win?
Bro, they took their
Bayern
best
is my
player.
bet to win.
Okay, so then if Bayern is meant to be better than Barca in that sense, they're gonna win. They're gonna be top of the group.
I said on paper, Mo. What are you not understanding?
I don't understand what you're saying. Either they're better or they're not.
On paper, if you look at their squads, they're not that far off. On FIFA, if somebody's using Barca, if somebody's using Bayern, I'm saying, okay, yeah, they're both great teams.
All right,
real life is different.
All right, the Inter's in that mix too then.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Inter won their league last year, the season before or whatever, and they came second last year in Serie A. You're saying they're not comparable to a Barca team who hasn't sniffed first in a minute in La Liga?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're talking about the teams. I'm talking about on paper, the players that you have.
We're talking about the team. Why would I not talk about the team?
Okay, since we're talking about the team, since we're talking about the team, Barcelona spent 150 million in the summer. They sold club assets to make sure they avoid what happened last season. Last season, the Champions League group, they finished with 7 points. Right now, they have 4 points. If they beat Victoria, whatever their name is, next week, they finish again with 7 points. Their whole reason of making all these signings was to avoid what happened last season. But almost similar, it was almost same thing happening. Fair enough, you might finish second in the league. That's what happened last season as well, to be honest. So I don't see any difference. Xavi, question marks have to be asked. If you're taking a team like this to the Europa League and not winning trophies and not competing with trophies, with the big trophies, Barcelona, questions got to be asked.
Does Xavi stay after the season?
I think he does.
I don't think they have money to hire another manager.
They're going to give him time for sure, though.
No, they won't. The expectations they had? Come on, why would they?
I'm not even trying to be a super Barca defender, but I think you have to take into context what their season has been like and the players that they have and what's going on. Out of the signings that they have, you have Kunde, who's been injured a lot of the times, right? Lewandowski's the only one that's been performing. Rafinha's been okay. Dembele's been a lot better, who hasn't been a new signing, but he's been arguably their best player. And their midfield still is Gavi, Pedri, and Busquets.
Pedri is a good... That's not a terrible midfield.
It's not a great midfield.
Most clubs would be really happy with that.
Gavi and Pedri?
Okay, Busquets... No, but there's De Jong on the bench who can barely play Champions League. The reason he stayed in Barcelona. Now, again, funny, ironic playing Europa League. But no, they got the depth. Bro, they signed Kessie. They chose to keep De Jong. You have quality on that.
Context is for teams that don't pull financial levers.
All right, if you want to do that, if you want to do, they spend so much money, they should do better. Okay, fine. If you want to make it that easy, okay, cool.
But it's not about just spending money. They're a big club. Barcelona is a huge club. We always say they're like top 2-3 clubs in the football.
I thought you would understand this, if anything.
They're clearly a club that's transitioning.
I don't know.
You can't transition with signings like Lewandowski who need to perform.
Yeah, that was
it's Barcelona.
This is not a transition period. This is supposed to be nigh close to the finished product.
I agree. And you're signing guys.
I want to say nigh close when you get Kunde and Araujo, Kunde and Kessie are on the younger side. What, Kessie's 25?
What? But Marcus Alonso is 23.
Yeah, because they need a backup. Players in their leagues.
They need a backup, and they had to put Marcus Alonso center back because we don't have any center backs.
Best midfilders in Serie A.
I agree. Yeah. I agree, but clearly he's one not.
So why are you giving them the young
as well? Anyways, I think you guys are. I think you guys are being too quick to say. Barca should have outright been the best in the group when that's not the case.
I think Mo, you
They
take
should
it
have been
lightly.
top two.
No, Europa
Yeah.
League is crazy.
I mean, they're
Europa
still
League
second
is
in La
crazy.
Liga.
Yeah, they were last season as well.
They were in
You're
a
supposed to
tough
improve
group.
on that.
They're in a tough group.
And they
I'm not upset at them
anyway.
coming third to Inter and Bayern. I'm not upset at that.
Yeah, but outside of Atletico, the big games is another talking point we'll bring up in the future. Like they're not performing in these big fixtures, so something we'll bring up in the future. But let's move on. We're gonna move on to our next segment. We're gonna do this or that. Ace, take it away.
So this or that, I want to name 2 players. You guys have to choose between them, and this time the theme is sauce. So you have to tell me who's more saucy out of these 2 players. Okay. So the first 2 are Coutinho or Payet. Felipe Coutinho or Dimitri Payet.
Payet. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did some ridiculous things, man.
No, that might have been clear, but Coutinho.
It's not clear.
I think it's. I'm not gonna say it's fully clear, but people are underestimating Coutinho's sauce.
I agree.
His take-ons, you can't defend him because he just puts his body down, shifts his shoulders, shakes you. But okay,
it's like that low center of gravity.
Low
He can
center
do
of
this.
gravity, yeah.
I know what
And
you
he
mean.
glides through the pitch.
But Payet's doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Payet's a legend. Next to Dembele or Vini.
Vini. I think he's undefendable.
More
Dembele
sauce?
can be predictable at times.
Nah, Dembele
What?
has 2 feet.
Vini
bro.
can be predictable.
Nah, Dembele has 2 feet. You go either side of him.
No, the Dembele can scare you, but I feel like if you were to ask like a top tier defender, I think they would say Vinny. Like I think they would say Vinny need more problems.
Nah.
I'm going
Dembele, he chops 6 times right on the line. The ball's almost going out. He'll chop 6 times
Bro,
for no reason.
I'm gonna remember this. Inshallah, if we ever meet like a top tier defender, I'm gonna ask them that. That's the first thing I'm asking.
Okay, cool.
I honestly think it's Vinny.
Okay. Next one, Mahrez or Ben Arfa?
Mahrez.
Ben Arfa. Ben Arfa.
Nah, Mahrez is scary, bro. No.
Back in the day, Ben Arfa.
Personally, guys like Mahrez is a headache, man. A headache. That's
I don't know. I'm going Ben Arfa. But y'all seen that Mahrez thing the other day? Last week?
No, but no. What happened?
He turned it
penalty
man
miss?
inside out.
Oh.
No, he turned a man inside out and then gave
Pause.
Silva a nice pass. Or no, Cancelo a nice pass.
Yeah, but
Standard
I don't know. There's something
behavior.
about Mahrez. He's a complete player, man. I don't know. Arsenal folded, man. That was a couple of years ago when they didn't sign him.
Oh my God! Not every day
He didn't
Arsenal.
wanna
Brother. Come on,
Nah,
man.
everyday Arsenal top
Six
of the
player,
table. Show some respect. 31
I don't know how you
points.
snuck
Okay?
Arsenal in that one, man. That's crazy.
Okay, man.
Go
Arsenal
ahead,
every day,
Issa.
brother.
Next,
Agenda's agenda. Next to
I'm nil, pal.
Gucci Max or Zaha?
Gucci Max.
Gucci Max. Sorry, Zaha.
You guys think so?
Yeah. Gucci Max is different.
Bro,
Different.
Zaha
breed.
just annoys me, bro. Zaha just annoys me.
Zaha
Thing is
gets
with
by his
Zaha,
man
I can
every
foul
time.
him.
No,
Zaha, I can foul him. Gucci Max, I will attempt to foul and he'll still beat me.
No, the thing is, you guys are looking at this as if Zaha's being marked like a regular human being. He's getting double covered every time, and he's doing.
So
what
was
he
Gucci
does.
Max before?
No,
It's
not this
before
bad.
Eddie Howe,
Nobody,
Gucci
I don't
Max
think
getting
anybody
double
gets
marked.
as bad as Zaha.
Thing is with Zaha, whenever he does like any skill moves, he has to stop and like hit that move. Gucci Max doing that while moving 24/7. I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
sense to y'all, but like it's
No, I
it's
get what you
different.
mean.
Like he does this with pace. While and like he'll beat a defender and instantly repeat and do something else in
Yeah,
the same like motion. So
but
I don't think
Zaha's doing
Zaha
it
can do
for-
just like that, huh?
Gucci Max is doing that just for the sauce reasons.
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay, next two might be easy, might be hard. Neymar or Ronaldinho?
I'm biased, but if it's in terms of sauce,
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho's the pioneer, but you can't. Neymar is like the new.
I'll be honest with you guys. I love Ronaldinho. I'm picking Neymar.
I think it's Neymar too.
I
Here's
love
the argument that I
Neymar.
give. I'm saying Ronaldinho because at the time Ronaldinho was saucing up people, it was more acceptable.
Mm.
Neymar now is not allowed to do it. He does it. A player's fouling him. Team looks at him like, bro, why would you not make that pass? Da, da, da. It's more like it's more results. Like you have to have certain results. Where Ronaldinho
That's
would
true.
just do it to do it, and like it was a lot more entertaining because he was allowed to do it more often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I guess
definitely
it's
don't
the culture too. It's the times that
I
we're
don't
in.
think Ronaldinho can do the type of moves Neymar can. If I'm being completely honest.
I mean, bro,
Neymar.
Neymar
Did
can't
you
do
guys
the
see that
commercials
assist?
Ronaldinho did, bro. Goes back. He can't do those commercials. You can't sub him out for that.
That's true. That's
Neymar's
true.
playing Counter Strike. But did you guys see the assist that Neymar almost had for Mbappe, where he danced through like 8 guys from the halfway
I don't watch
line
Uber
the
Eats.
other week?
I'm better than
Oh,
this.
forgot.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Please respect me. Yeah.
But yeah, people, that's this or that segment. Let me know if you guys agreed or disagreed with anybody we mentioned.
Yeah. And let's end it off. Player of the week, boys. I'll go first. Leandro Trossard. Another big game, another big goal. Like he scored against every big club, if I'm not mistaken. Tottenham, Liverpool. Arsenal haven't faced them yet. I'm worried about Brighton. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah,
What did I say
Leandro
about
Trossard
him?
for me.
What I wasn't early.
He's definitely the next big move for one of the big six clubs. I think someone's going to snatch
You're
him
wilding.
this summer.
You're wilding.
This summer? You don't think he's going to get
a great squad player? He's a great squad player who works his way into your starting lineup, but he's not a bona fide starter.
No, that's what I meant. But he's going to he's going to get that.
Yeah,
that
he's
move.
Gonna get a move.
In the
I could also see him going to like a West Ham or something.
Nah, West Ham have enough players.
Okay, my player of the week is the guy who people were making fun of, who started showing his worth, and finally, after all the criticisms and all the hate that Jack Grealish sent towards him, it's Miguel Almiron. I never thought I would say this.
God damn.
I never thought I would say this.
I have the same one. Yeah, no, 7 goals, man. He's on a record right now. I think I gotta one day send a full apology. I have to DM the guy, just send an apology because I talked a lot of shit in the past. But anyway, yeah, now he's on fire. He's on fire.
Quality player. Oh, I don't want to say quality player, but he's in such a good run of form, and this is what I like.
He's scoring crazy goals. Goals.
I feel like majority, not to minimize his accomplishments, but I feel like if a Premier League player who's a starter gets confidence this high, they can do with something like this. That's how much quality is in the Premier League. Look at Almiron, he's showing his worth.
Yeah.
Mo, you had the same one?
I did, but I'll throw somebody else in there then. Rafa Silva from Benfica was killing it in midweek.
True. Yeah. It's not bad. All right. Thank you guys, everyone, for listening, and we'll see you all next week. Take care. Peace.
Sir.